Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a quick recap of the previous episode. If you have not seen it, I would definitely recommend you check it out. But we're going to be building a simple tent platform. It's sort of like a small deck, and this allows for a flat and level surface and kind of a nicer experience. I was using SPAX PowerLags. It's a structural screw and pressure treated lumber to build the simple box frame out of it. And you can see how easy these drive in here. Just tremendous screws, and then of course, like I said, the pressure treated lumber along with these screws is going to provide a lot of durability and strength for years to come. And then once the box was simply assembled, we used some extra boards and some SPAX exterior decking screws to square it up and then to lock it in place so that I could add the joists and then eventually the decking. And with that, let's get into the next episode.
Okay, so I kind of skipped the boring digging part. I've got all of these piers though, these concrete blocks in. We've got the structure really pretty level. It's pretty nice. There's a couple spots where I could probably shim it slightly, maybe 1/8 of an inch or less if I need to. And I've thrown in a couple of joists here. And I'm gonna do 2-foot spacing, 24-inch on center spacing. And the real reason for that is this isn't gonna be carrying a tremendous amount of weight. Again, this is going to be set up for a tent, and likely you will have 5 to 6 people sleeping on a platform like this. So not a tremendous amount of weight. Plus, we are going with 2x6 decking, so we can afford to, have longer spans versus like the typical 16-inch. So no concern there. Again, we are barely off of the ground. You can kind of see that. It's a few inches in a few spots and a little bit more in others, but very, very reasonable. So I just set this in place. I got to get it lined up, and then we're going to drive a couple of the SPAX PowerLags, and I'm just going to use those for this structure. We're going to go 2 kind of like this, top and bottom here. Sorry about my shadow, but you can kind of see I'm just going to match what we did for the actual frame portion, or the rim joist. And we're just going to go top and bottom. No need for hangers. Again, this isn't really a deck. This is just a basic platform for a tent, and those PowerLags are more than strong enough to keep this good for many years to come. I will say, driving those things with a drill driver, it is just always impressive. The starting is super easy. There's no real wobble. It bites in very nice. And then with the drill driver, it just drives in so smoothly. It's highly controllable, and then it clamps down and really will just straighten things out if you need it to. A lot of this lumber, again, wasn't the best quality, and I wasn't too concerned because, again, the nature of the build, it wasn't super necessary. But it's nice that those PowerLags will actually straighten some of this out a little bit and hold it in place and lock it together in a way that I can feel good and confident about for the future to come. So I'm gonna get this set up, and then I'll show you guys some driving with those SPAX PowerLags and one of my favorite drills, the Festool TPC 18-4. Tremendous clamping force. I did that real nice and slow so that you can see what it's doing in action. Here's another one. Down a little bit lower. and it just bites. It refuses to give up. So we have the joists all locked in, again using the SPAX PowerLags. Absolutely phenomenal. This is on 2-foot centers or 24-inch centers, and we've started with decking. There's a lot of green on this build. Look at this. So we've got our SPAX exterior decking. These are, again, the multi-material 3.5-inch number 10s. They drive in beautifully. As long as I'm not hitting a knot, they do an incredible job. Even with a knot, it just slows down. I can honestly say, out of the years of using these, the number of times I've broken these is probably, I don't know, a couple handfuls, maybe not even that. These are incredibly durable, phenomenal screws. These are super awesome. Let's see if it'll focus in here. Come on. These are nice little plastic spacers from SPAX for your decking. They have 4 different sizes: 3/16, you've got a 1/4, 1/16, and then I believe an 1/8 on this side, somewhere in here. They are labeled. It's harder to do on camera, and they're even labeled up on this end here. So these are great. I love these. We're going to do 1/4-inch spacing on this decking because it's out here, it's remote. We've got plenty of debris from things like pine, leaves, of course, dust and dirt and all the weather. So kind of a larger spacing. Yes, technically you could let in more, but I also feel like it's an opportunity to clean it out easier. So maybe I'm thinking of that the wrong way, but it is what it is. We do have a little bit of an overhang on this board, and I did that just for ease, so I don't have to rip a board down on this end. They'll just both have a slight 1-inch overhang, which will be nice. So it's going along. I'll catch some footage of these SPAX exterior decking screws doing their work. A few of these boards have been pretty well, not horrible, but some of them have got a slight twist to them, and man, those SPAX will really just bite down and correct all of that and snug it up. They're phenomenal. I really like these. Okay, SPAX 3.5-inch exterior decking screws in action. Check this out. The head design on these is really nice. It works incredibly well. It bites down, it clamps in. You can certainly overdrive it if you really want to, but it does seem to run it really nice and flush, and then it kind of really slows down, which is nice. It gives you time to react. This is just barely countersunk, and I find that I'm pretty consistent with these. I can get them just countersunk or flush without any real issue. So again, it hits that head, it bites in really nice. They've got some grooves. Let me grab some out of the box here. They've got some grooves on the underside of the head. Let's see if it'll pick it up. You can see those there. And so those will bite in, and they really prevent it from backing out. But it also just, I guess the head profile and the shape does a great job of slowing that down, really clamping down, and just delivering an excellent result. And this coating, again, I'll say it again and again and again, the HCRX, this coating here, incredibly durable, is pressure treated, rated. So get some and give them a shot. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. As you can see, I've got a bunch of decking to lay down, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was fun for me to show you guys kind of a project that I've got going on. I've got about an hour and a half left of daylight, so I need to get as much decking on and then wrap this up tomorrow probably. If you guys have any questions regarding the SPAX products featured in this video, drop a comment down in the comment section, and I will do my best to get back to you guys. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the content, and I will catch you guys in the next one.